What has been going on in Wayanad? The relief and the rescue operations in Wayanad are proceeding with no let-up. Over 330 people are confirmed to have died in the disaster, and the agencies involved are having to deal with all manner of challenges, in fact, from bad weather to the threat of epidemics. Now, we've been reporting non-stop from the epicenter of the landslides. Here's what has been happening throughout the day.
I'm standing here in Mundukai. We were just, of course, bringing our viewers all these extensive reports about the bridge that was built by the army, about the efforts that have been undertaken in the area that was the most hit. I'm right now in that area. Nothing really remains here. Few buildings managed to survive, that too partially. Now, these earth movers, these heavy equipment that you're looking at, is able to come in here because of the bridge that was built earlier. I'm going to ask my video journalist now to, of course, try and show you all around as rescue efforts continue from various teams. The army is operating here, the NDRF is operating here, the fire personnel are operating here. What you get to see right now is just, massive, large-scale destruction. And this is destruction to an extent that one cannot really fathom, considering the fact that, entire houses right now are under the rubble. Some of these, of course, have been partially destroyed. These are a little elevated. You see a mosque there that is partially destroyed. A church there on top right next to it which is partially destroyed. As now I pan my camera once again to show you, you'll even see parts of a car where some of the fire personnel there are standing. There are parts of a car that is under the rubble, and excavating this manually was nearly impossible. And these are entire houses. And there were sniffer dogs that were used to identify where there could be people trapped inside. Where, of course, they've been able to, of course, get about 20 bodies from this site up until now, and they fear there will be many more under the rubble.
Now, Major General Matthew, the GOC Kerala, has spoken to us in detail about the Army's effort in Wayanad, including about building a temporary Bailey bridge to allow heavy equipments to join the rescue. Listen in.
Ever since a couple of massive landslides struck Churalmala, Mundukai and surrounding areas, various teams, including that of the Indian Army, have been working tirelessly to rescue and search for as many people as they can. Joining me today is Major General Matthew. He's a commanding officer for Kerala and Karnataka. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to us today. If you could take us through how the last couple of days have been, and how difficult has the terrain been, how difficult has the rescue and search operation?
Since the 30th, when this tragic incident occurred, the Indian Army has been working tirelessly. We have mobilized on war footing from various places across South India, from Trivandrum, from Bangalore, from Kannur and Kozhikode, to move here by air and by road, so that we are effective here at the shortest possible time to assist in the rescue and relief operations.
Okay. Now, when we are, looking at today how the efforts are going on, when people look at it, it's been over 3 days now. It's about 3 days after the landslide. Is there any hope that people could still be found alive, or is it predominantly now a search operation that's going to go on?
We are hoping always that people are found alive, because we are still searching with the hope that there would be someone alive under the debris somewhere. So while our efforts are towards going to all areas and searching, our hope is somebody is alive. But as each day passes, the situation looks grimmer and grimmer for the people who are buried under this sand.
As far as information that has been given to you by the state administration and the locals here, how many people do you assume are still missing, or do you have any accurate info on that?
We do not have the accurate figures. Yesterday the state government has got a list of people who were staying here, but because of the transient nature of the people, some warning was issued, some of them evacuated, some of them were migrant labor. So all of it makes an exact count difficult. The district administration is looking at the count. The army as of now are not looking at exactly you may get this figure from the state administration.
Okay. So this Bailey bridge that has been built, of course, has come a long way in helping move earth movers, heavy equipment on top, because I was there in Mundukai on the day when, there were no, earth movers working there. So it became extremely difficult there, of course. So while we look at, this bridge now that is standing here, and as we speak, I'm going to ask my video journalist to show this vehicle. tactical move. This is being made possible by the efforts of the forces. What do you make of the effort that went in here, considering the terrain, the heavy rain coming down as well?
This is a major effort by the army to make it at the shortest possible time so that the relief and rescue efforts go in unhindered. It was done on war footing. We mobilized from Bangalore. The Madras Engineering Group of Indian Army sent an engineer task force to make this Bailey Bridge, and this was completed by yesterday evening as promised by the army, as undertaken by the army to do it at the shortest possible time.
And also, we also saw the efforts of another bridge before this was constructed. The army also built that one, where of course a lot of rescue teams, material as well was able to be moved in time. All of these efforts of course have come a long way. Now, how long will the army continue to be pressed into action, considering now predominantly there are searches going on? Do you feel that right now it will be left to the NDRF and the fire personnel, or will the army continue to be here in action?
As of now, we are split into 10 teams searching sector-wise, along with the NDRF, police, local authorities, volunteers. We are not leaving any area untouched. Army continues to be in full force here as of now, and we will continue till the time the state administration wants our help. We cannot put a time frame to it.
Thank you so much, Major General Matthew, for speaking to Times.
Thank you.
Now shifting our focus to